And we are into week 6 of the Awards 10 Best Interiors competition for 2014. We're going to talk a bit about some of the vehicles that we've had in the office recently. Total of, well, the list is still kind of a moving target, but I think we're going to end up with about 44 vehicles in the competition. And so far we've had probably about 30 that we've had in the office so far. So still some more to come in, but today we're going to talk about the Volvo V60. We're going to talk about the Jeep Cherokee. Let's talk about the V60 first. What do you guys think about the V60? This is the Volvo station wagon.
Right, and an updated interior. We were talking earlier, they haven't done a lot to it, but it's still a very nice interior. Sparse in a way, like the Scandinavians, kind of like things clean and aesthetically pleasing. Yet very functional interior and a good use of color. I said it was a burnt orange and black kind of color scheme. You said it was more of a caramel.
Looks like a caramel apple.
Yeah, I mean it goes well together with the black, accents each other well, and it goes well with the car. And I think, like we were talking earlier, the seats are the best in the business. I mean, very comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable seats are like a big bear hug. Big bear hug from Sweden. And I really liked also the I think they call it graphite aluminum trim pieces you see in the door panel. You know, it's for the door pulls and it kind of surrounds the HMI there. That's really well done.
I was trying to figure out if that was real steel or if it was faux. You know, if it was
hard to
plastic,
tell, but it's good quality.
It's very good. It's very nice. It's very well done. Any features that you think are lacking in the V60?
Yeah,
I noticed that there's no voice recognition. I mean, just
right.
about every vehicle I've been in so far,
Even
you can
those,
change radio stations without touching a single button except for the voice recognition button.
Even I mean, this is a $45,000 car. Not to have that feature is surprising, to me, because Volvo's really trying to reinvent itself, and it seems like if they want to be taken seriously, I mean, not that everybody uses those things to any degree of success. You know, they're hit or miss, but you kind of have to have that feature. They didn't have a power lift gate. What else did we were saying? It didn't have navigation, no backup camera, and this is a $45,000 car. You know, I mean, there's cars at half that price that have those features. So.
Yeah. I also thought the sunroof, you know, while we're picking at this car, which we overall we really like the interior of that. I think we're in agreement. But I thought the sunroof was a bit small again for the segment and the price, for the segment it plays in and the price that it's at. And then I thought that the nav screen, the touch screen, that's a bit small too.
Yeah, it was pretty small. You're right, but I think you can get an upgraded system with a navigation. I'm sure that would add on a couple grand to the price. So, you know, you're pushing $50,000 there, but it is available. So,
and I do really like the gauge package that you get.
Yes.
Especially the Speedo, where it has that sort of fade to black on it, where you
that
just get the
nice.
first few digits, and the rest of it's black. It's very cool.
Nice. Now, you were on the Volvo program recently,
right.
And so do they consider this interior to be new or slightly redesigned? Because as I look at that V60 interior, I see a lot of carryover themes, especially the center floating stack where you have a storage bin in behind, basically a flat board where you have all your HVAC controls and a lot of your radio controls, and the sweeping trim on the door looks very familiar. There's just it seems like there's a lot of content on there, or a lot of stylistic features that seem to carry over. And I'm just wondering if there is enough truly new content, you know, for this to be considered a winner.
They said it was upgraded. I think you're right. A lot of it was carryover. I think some of the new technology was new, like the TFT screen, because when it comes up, you see the silhouette of the car, like you mentioned. And also, I don't know if you noticed, when the speedometer's displayed, it doesn't really show the numbers until you get up to them, like as you're accelerating.
Right.
So if you're at 40, you can't really make out what we're 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, that fade to black.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, and that's new. I don't know about the materials. They weren't real specific. They just said it's been upgraded, which in automotive terms is
We might
vague.
need to wait until like the XC90 or the S80 and the all-new models before we see some truly new interior styling.
Yeah, but Volvo's always done well with interiors, and it's impressive considering how small they are and the limited resources they have to work with.
So let's talk about Jeep Cherokee. Here's another vehicle. This one truly is new. Of course, the interior is you know, clean sheet design. Interesting color patterns. Blue leather with it's kind of a hard color to describe. It's like taupe. It's like a cross between really dark chocolate brown and black. It's not black. It's not pure brown either. It's just a really interesting color combination. Did you guys like it?
I did. I liked it, and I'd like to see more of it. You see it on the seats, and then you kind of lose it on the rest of the vehicle, and it tends to kind of fade into that, to go into that sort of black plastic that we see a lot of. It's a Jeep interior, and that's the best I can say about it, because Jeep interiors are pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Well, especially recently, they've put a lot of money and effort into improving those interiors, and it's shown. I mean, Ralph Gills, I know he's head of design, but he made that a point several years ago to really he realized how important it was becoming, because in the past the Chrysler interiors were pretty cheap on the cheap side, and they did not stand out, and they just get better and better. I mean, we drove the new Dodge Ram. It was incredible, and I just drove the Chrysler 200, the new one, and it's a huge upgrade, leaps and bounds.
Now, I'm not real sure what exactly a seat is supposed to feel like in a Jeep. I mean, I've been in a lot of Jeeps over the years, but this one to me felt very soft, especially after being in the Volvo. But it doesn't feel stiffly European as a seat, and I wasn't sure if that was because they expect people to be off-roading on it, and they want that kind of soft comfort feel to offset any of those undulations that a Jeep Cherokee might find itself in the off-road. But did you like those seats?
Yeah, I like the seats. I think they were supportive, but I agree with you. I mean, I don't know what the correct off-roading seat would be. I've been in Wranglers, and they're not really that comfortable.
That's what I thought.
Honestly, we both owned Wranglers.
Yes, we did.
And I would bet that my 1995 Jeep Wrangler had more supportive seats than the ones that are in this Cherokee.
Really?
I thought they were a little flat on the sides, and they committed the sin of having a short seat bottom, which on long trips can really start to bother the bottoms of your legs.
Which means that there's not enough of the seat underneath your
thigh
your
support
upper leg,
underneath, and they look good. Their functionality, I question a little bit myself. And I also, another thing that kind of bugged me about it is the tire pressure monitoring system, which is a pretty important safety item on a vehicle today. It was just whack. It was getting all different kinds of readings. It was telling me I needed to fill a tire in the right rear, when actually a tire in the left front seemed to have less air in it, according to the reading. Might have had a little bit to do with the weather. We've had some really cold weather here in Michigan, and I did notice as it warmed up, we had that one warm-up day, it did seem to reset itself. But getting some real wacko readings on that thing.
So the pricing on this is $37,525. As a former Wrangler owner, does that, is that an attractive price point, you think? And also, do you think that this is the type of vehicle that people are going to want to go off-roading in?
I don't think. I think a Wrangler would be the choice. I mean, if you were going to be a serious off-roader, you get a Wrangler. And one of the reasons I thought that the seats in I had two Wranglers were bad. I mean, you could spray them out. They were made for getting muddy and all weather. Because you could take the
Cherokee
top off.
doesn't look like something that you want to get all muddy.
No, you can't take the top off. There was nights I left the top off when it was raining, and it just dried right out.
It's rugged enough, but again, maybe not to the extreme.